Adrian scrapes old paint from a prison wall, mixes it with water in a spoon, and uses fish bones as brushes. Yet his strokes are flawless. First a lotus, then sharp curves, until a perfect stamp appears. Fake, but convincing enough to fool guards. In this Thai prison, even sending a letter requires money, and penniless, Adrian sees forgery as his only escape. But before the letter reaches home, Hong Kong police arrive, for Adrian is wanted for far greater crimes. His only hope becomes Clara, his ex-girlfriend and a celebrated painter, who steps in to bail him out but demands the truth about a man known only as the forger, a counterfeiter so elusive that police have no photo. At last, Adrian begins his tale. Years earlier in Canada, he and Clara painted together. Her art won acclaim, while his skill at perfect imitation brought him no recognition. To survive, he copied works of the masters. One day, a mysterious buyer noticed, insulted Clara at her exhibition, then pulled Adrian aside. He offered not galleries but a darker stage, a chance to escape obscurity. The man was Victor, heir to 3 generations of counterfeiters. Victor revealed machines, contacts, and buyers among the powerful, and told Adrian his talent could usher in a new age of fake currency. He initially declined, as he wanted art, not crime. However, he was promised protection along with wealth and a place among the untouchable. Adrian agreed, designing new plates to copy the latest American bills, breaking each layer of paper with techniques from Chinese painting. Together, they set out to gather what was needed. They robbed ink shipments, ambushed guards, and left wreckage burning on Canadian highways, an explosion that claimed cars and men alike. Shocked, Adrian set himself a challenge to develop his skills to avert further violence. They perfected waterproof bills for months, which were highly recommended by crime organizations. The demand grew with international borders, but supply of ink was limited. Adrian declined yet another robbery, looking instead for alternatives. He once noticed impaired paint on a car by the roadside, examined it closely, and uncovered the mystery behind color disappearing ink, a technology once applied by even space agencies. Victor was overjoyed and rewarded him with a villa and increased responsibility. They were immediately summoned to Thailand to deal with a feared general. Soldiers filled the compound with rifles ready. Victor pressed a detonator into Adrian's palm, warning of betrayal. The general examined their work but demanded more. He wanted Adrian to stay behind and train his men, while accusing Victor of betraying him years ago in Holland. The deal turned into a trap. Guns clicked, guards closed in. The weight of the detonator burned in Adrian's hand. The man who once painted with scraps in a prison cell now stood inside a fortress of soldiers, caught between betrayal, loyalty, and the dark empire his skill had built. His future about to explode like the forgeries that carried him this far.